silence. Right click. Oh, misses the right click.
Force surrounding and he gets it on the DK. There's no
Jesus.
TP for him anymore.
Got it. That's locked in.
Oh my god.
Look at those apart. This is not a fight that Kiwikaki can win here in the upper right. Can he win it somewhere else?
Oh, but this is a moon. Does he have enough damage? Does he miscalculate this?
No way!
Last serious.
Tunnel dead!
Right click, happy. How can you save this DK? You have no resources for a potion. Trying to nuke, doesn't work. Step out. On the composition, not the right one by Johnny Cage. Stormbolt, all the tree skill.
Perfect shockwave. You don't have much time. Shockwave. Here we go. One more right click. Lin Guagua. Oh!
Dearest Warcraft fans around the world, hello! And welcome to the second day of the Doubi Ancient of Wonders Cup here at Back to Warcraft. It's a new week, it's a new dawn, it's high noon. And I'm beyond excited to bring you these games. Yesterday was a wonderful opener to this league. It is crew battles here in Warcraft 3, rare to see. 5 teams of 3 players each are battling for $15,000. Yesterday was heartbreaking, everybody. Why is that overlay looking so bad? The 40 and elegant part is not good. Team LawLiet started with a 2-0 lead over Team Lin. There we go. And even PCG got a map from Lin, so they had match points. And then Lin won his series, and then Lin won his first 2-2, and then Lin won his second 2-2, and then Lin won it freaking all. Heartbreaking if you're cheering for Team LawLiet, but today might be a day of redemption, even though it's getting really, really freaking hard for them. For me personally, Team Happy, one of the big favorites here in this league. They have a stellar lineup. And let's take a look at these lineups. You see it already in the lower third, but we have them here on Liquipedia. This is Team Happy. Happy, Fortitude, and Elegant. That's pretty insane, everybody. On the side of Team LawLiet himself, of course, Sock and PCG, who does surprisingly well, to be honest. Then later this week, we got Team 120 with 120 Focus and Remind. Team Lin we've seen yesterday with Lin, Colorful, and Dice. And also Team Moon with Moon, Kaho, and Sohin. But we focus on today, and the awesome admin that we got told me the lineups already, so no more guessing. We got Team Happy versus Team LawLiet, of course. Fortitude versus PCG. Fortitude clearly the favorite here, but PCG surprised us yesterday already, and maybe can cause some ruckus down the road. Then we get Elegant versus LawLiet once more. LawLiet seeded into a Night Elf Mirror, which wasn't really a strength of him in the past, but things have changed, as he pretty much demolished Colorful yesterday. So Elegant, I'm curious what he brings to the table. And then the main event of the one-on-ones here today. This is a dream matchup if I ever saw one. Happy versus Sock as the third one-on-one. Alongside the 2-on-2s, because this is crew battles, and for crew battles, you need 2-on-2s as well. Happy and 40 versus LawLiet and PCG, so Team LawLiet switches it up. The human orc combo didn't work for them. So now the good old Night Elf Undead it is. And then we have 40 and Elegant versus LawLiet and Sock. Yesterday I said LawLiet and Sock, probably the best 2-on-2 team in the world, and then they lost. Unbelievable. Also, cool storyline here in this tournament, right? Happy and Fortitude have been battling against each other for weeks now, trading wins and bringing each other to the max in Human vs. Undead. Now they're playing side by side. Ain't that something? Okay, ladies, gentlemen, everyone in between and outside, let's dive into the first map of the day. It's the underdog PCG for Team LawLiet versus the big favorite here for Team Happy in Fortitude. Very promising performance yesterday by PCG. I mean, if you take a map off of Lin, that is a feat in itself. And let's see what he can bring to the table here. I said it before, PCG, one of the hardest working men in all of Warcraft. More than 1,200 letter games this season alone. Usually he's thriving in cheese. So what kind of cheese is there for 40? Is it a Gouda? Is it a mozzarella? Is it a gorgonzola? Or is it just butter cheese? Cream cheese? The ones you filthy Americans eat that you call cheese, which is in a bottle. You know, the neon yellow one. Oh boy. We're in for a treat already. Look at this. He's back. The Crippy. Can his might be matched? If there's a hero to match his might, it's certainly this one. Because that is such a rare setup that we have to ourselves here. Crypt Lord versus Mountain King. I like it. I like it a lot. Expansion? Likely. Lots of AoE already available. Lots of summons, of course, on PCG's side. And how well does the Crypt Lord do? Nice steal by PCG, getting the Shadow Priest right away. How well does the Crypt Lord fare against the Mountain King, I wonder? Thank you for real PJ for the 28th month. Hey all, let's have a great session with Neo. I hope you will. I hope I'm bringing you joy on this dreaded Monday morning. In-game sound is a little quiet, isn't it? Let me switch things. Oop. There we go. Okay then. Is this Crypt Lord scouted? If not, it is now. Claws +8 and no clap. Interesting to see. I thought against Beetle Schools, clap will be the choice, but maybe it is later. When you can retrain. What's the Crypt Lord doing so far? Only Gloves of Haste. Very, very rare to see this. Sound was fine before, now it's really loud. Sound is too low still. What am I supposed to do with that information, guys? It's conflicting. I'm so sorry, we need more feedback on this. Moving across, expecting an expansion already, but 40 in classic 40 style is delaying this expansion for as long as necessary. Moving into the middle, catching reinforcements, one of the ghouls already down. Do we have a narrow buff? We're working on it, 50%, but that's the second Stormbolt and always leading to a kill. PCG can't find any targets, really. Slightly too loud. Thank you, guys.
A player's forces are under attack.
There we go. It's really hard to find the perfect levels here. So I hope this is fine. In my ears it's fine, but that doesn't mean anything. Now with the Narrow and the ghouls in position, can PCG hold this? He was interrupting the creeping of Fortitude, but there's level 3, man. He's feeding so many ghouls into the fangs of the dwarf. But the expo is almost finished. Oh, it doesn't work, does it? It doesn't work, does it? There was no Impale ready. And now, worst of both worlds, he can't repair. Impale would maybe kill 2 or 3 footmen, but the Expo has been slaughtered. Huge losses for 40 in a trade. But that is all the lumber gone. PCG was in position with the ghouls so they couldn't harvest anything. We are ending up on a 1-base play. But with this 1-base play, the Mountain King is at 50%. He has no clap. He has no mana. But the thing for PCG is there's no backup ghouls. Still not. Fortitude is rich. Has a lot of resources. Invested into a Berserker once again. Crypt Lord level 3.2 with more beetles. Mountain King has no TP. If the dwarf falls, Fortitude might just fall. 6 minutes 15. No tech on either side. Who needs technology anyway? Back to the Stone Age. The dispels are fine, but only single target, of course. PCG not really feeling too comfortable with this position. Militia was called. There is so much happening here. Berserker on the side of Fortitude gets nibbled away at. Nice little splits by PCG. Always 1 or 2 units onto the Berserker. He's out of the fight. But it feels like Fortitude, even with only footmen and only peasants, able to clean this up. 3 ghouls about to fall. Does he have the power still to knock this down? He does. There was no cancel, was it? Ooh. Can you imagine? You're playing for Team Happy. You got the Emperor breathing in your neck. And then you don't cancel an expansion? Ay, 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 ay. That ghoul or these ghouls did a fine job gathering lumber finally. Nice deny. And so a counter expansion is coming, but the pendulum swings back into PCG side of Echo Isles. There was a problem for 40 for a long time. He didn't have boots. He couldn't catch up with ghouls and Crypt Lord. Now he can. Good to see the Necropolis. Was first a necessity because he didn't have lumber for a ziggurat. And now it's kind of fine. He can build the Acolytes here while the tech advantage for PCG is big. As Fortitude has the resources in a second. 8 minute 30 tech is like 3 minutes behind the fastest tech you could go for. And that is a long time. Problem is now for PCG, the Crypt Lord has no mana no more. And mana regeneration on strength heroes, you know it, isn't the greatest. Heal scroll stolen by 40. Feels like he has another attack lined up. I wonder... attack is here coming up now. Wonder if we see some beetle pushes, or maybe ghoul pushes, into the main base now. Little bit of a stalemate in the middle of the map. Probably waiting for an invo potion as we have double disable on both sides. Tech switch by PCG. Or is it? Triple crypt! Are we going Gargs? Triple crypt usually always meaning Gargs. Well, well. That makes sense against the Mountain King, I'd say. He will just crush fiends with clap and bolt. Garg's not the greatest unit in the game from a pure damage perspective, but very mobile. So you gotta outmaneuver your opponent. Problematic will be the hero choices. He is stuck with the Crypt Lord. And the Crypt Lord late game, while he's still strong, He doesn't do anything against mass air. So, what do you do? Once again, PCG playing a fine game against one of the strongest players of the opposing team. Kudos to him.
A player's forces are under attack.
So you gotta reduce the number of towers as fast as possible. And maybe prevent level 5 Mountain King? No town portal on Fortitude side, but these fortifications look good. Little Ghoul and Beetle Flood into the expansion. For now, only an Arcane Tower. Can he somehow reach the second guard? 40 had to walk all the way back, and I don't think he can because there is a solid number of peasants to repair. Step by step towards level 5. Lots and lots of mercenaries in this game.
Forces are under attack.
Makes sense, they are quite strong. And speaking of strong, Fortitude survived the weakest phase of the human race, the early game. And can now go into tier 3 with the Blood Mage. DK out, more heal scrolls, expecting clap already, interestingly. Went of Mana Stealing is kind of fine, that Impale rocks the Shadow Priest, but not much else. Needs to take care of this anti-air. Usually, anti-air is a problem, you don't want to go rifles, they die too quickly. But here we have a lot of mercs, so actually we had a lot of mercs as they're dying quite frequently. Could be another Impale lining up.
Player's forces are under attack.
Guards out of the fight, but so are the mercenaries. Good usage of the Wand of the Wind. Another heal scroll ready, trading 1 for 1. Gargs are coming back, and this is a lot of production, but the DK! Oh no! That's not supposed to happen! Invo Potion for 7. But how do you get out? There's another heal scroll. Invo Potion on the Dwarf. He's still stuck there. Still no TP. He got the resources for a TP. Blood Mage from downtown gets it done. And that is now not even a town portal, but rather a staff. Very little cost there. And 40 is getting rich. PCG spending all his resources. Now having to rebuy that DK is annoying. And mind you, PCG is only on tier 2. He doesn't tack to tier 3. So this is probably an all-in. It definitely looks like one. Mountain King can hammer at the guards 1 by 1. But it doesn't really matter, does it? At the moment, no healing on the dwarf, but the shop is right there. The surround locked in. Telestaff too late. Not only the second hero down, but also the first hero down. The gargoyle all in at tier 2. Doesn't really work. Now gyros are trickling in. They have AoE attacks against air. Super crazy, and usually the counter would be a Dreadlord, but there can't be a Dreadlord with this Cryptlord opener.
A player's forces are under attack.
They came from behind. That was a little ambitious here by PCG. Towers were already up. Heroes were in position. I think Fortitude is in a very, very stable spot in this game. Tier 3 done. Pally, Knights, Black Cannons.
A player's forces are under attack.
Feels like with these Garg vs Gyro games, the most effective thing you can do is snipe them early when they are in low numbers. But that didn't really go that well, did it? Thank you, Azra, for the 1-year resub. My dude, happy subiversary. I appreciate you.
forces are under attack.
Little Drum the second, 23-month, close to the second sub-anniversary. I appreciate you too. Hero focus now on the side of Fortitude. Strong Stormbolt, Banish, Holy Light. It's all gonna be online.
Players' forces are under attack.
And that's a lot of Gargs, but don't you need the Dreadlord? What's the way out? Two groups. Oh, the stutter. Flying. Looking good. Always keep a distance. Wow, the damage is so real. He can all group them up because there is no carrion swarm. Heal scroll, protection scroll. He's flying in, but yeah, you can clearly see that Fortitude worked on his gyro control. A little bit of an attack, but what can 5 guards do against knights? The majority, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, PCG. A little overwhelmed here. And now the massive gyros are back. They are quite hurt, but in tower range now. Free damage! This is still a lot of Gargs as they were clumped up, but the control is just... PCG getting outmaneuvered. Clearly the better movement with his units. Getting a knight surrounded here is sweet and all, but that is game. The Garg all in didn't really work. PCG, this game fell apart when the heroes fell apart. GG. And Fortitude not necessarily destroying his opponent. There were some moments where PCG stood quite a chance here, as is the norm with the Crypt Lord opener. Starts strong, falls off, and 40 takes the map. Pretty convincingly, I gotta say. I mean, this is how a Fortitude versus Undead looks like. If the opponent isn't happy. What a killer he is in this matchup. Sick. Very, very, very sick. Yeah, we're still curious how this all went down. How the teams were chosen. I can definitely see Happy picking Fortitude. Just to not face him. But then now he has to face Sock. The lesser of the two evils, I guess. Hello, Neo. First of all, a very good afternoon. That is so sweet of you. I appreciate that you greet me first before asking a question. I was wondering, is there a match on PTR planned? Nope. Probably the weekly again. But apart from that, nope. We did the weekly last week. I think it's kinda good to have the weeklies on PTR. Apart from that, we did in the past show matches on these PTRs, and unfortunately they were quite horrible. So rather not. And you know, it's a pretty busy time with Rara Land being 10 days away. It sounds spooky in my head. Rara hype, indeed. And now it's also PCG and 40 hype. This is PCG's map choice. And he decides to go for Tidehunters. Once again, the system here. You have to win the best of 3, and then you get a point for your team. First team that scores 3 points wins the match. Did you get any feedback from the players after the weeklies? It's nice you think that way, but the thing is that nobody that plays this game will give proper feedback, but they will all the louder complain once the patch is live. And they will of course blame me and Remo and Dondo or whoever made a video about this. It is quite frustrating. Not frustrating is the Dreadlord. Let's go, PCG. Oh my god, is that me becoming a PCG fan? After literally 8 years of antagonizing him? I really, really like this. So, Dreadlord could control a Mountain King really well with sleep. Is of course the big weapon against gyros. But 40 says, my dude, you think I'm falling for your trap? You think you activated a trap card, but in reality it is me with the trap card? Goes Archmage. And since he knows or assumes that PCG is going for his own expansion, as he did on map 1, he can just creep the lab with ease, thanks to Militia. That also means that this expansion should be rather safe. No damage on anything here. And you need a super safe early game with the Dragon. Vamp Aura could be insane for the Knights later. Let's see if he keeps that item for long. Or if he just trades it for a smoother transition towards tier 3. Ships in the night, but PCG has a solid idea of what's happening, preventing the run by. Solid movement. Wants the boots, of course. But at the moment there's no Carrion Swarm to be spammed, which is pretty bad on level 1 anyway. .40 with the staff. I like it.
Players' forces are under attack.
Creeping at the same time. Picture perfect game so far. Level 2.6 Archmage will rise to level 3. Expo is only at 50%. Ooh. Very problematic. Doesn't even need an Archmage. Level 2 now, but too late. Is that too predictable, maybe? The humans got so much better in using their early game units. And early game heroes, of course. It's slowing down the undead. And now, with a telestaff, you can always get out of ghoul surrounds. So the big strength of the Dreadlord is kinda gone. He's trying though, not getting the surround. Trying again. Second sleep, was that necessary? It's still on. Oh no, he messes up the surround again. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Things are not going PCG's way. It's getting a little late for the telestaff. Oh, what a disaster. What is it? Yeah, okay, sleep against it. At the very least, a TP. What the hell? He's blocking with the Footman and the Water Elemental. Can't touch this Archmage! Did-it-it-it. Did-it. Did-it. Oh, this feels so bad. You know, the second I start to cheer for PCG, his game turned into an utter catastrophe. This is so hard to recover from in-game and also mentally. Dude, 40 with an insane trap setup here.
A player's
It's a
forces
25
are under
food, man. The hero of yesterday that tower pushed Lin, successfully tower pushed Lin, is very much on the receiving end here today. Crazy how 40 just walked out of that insanity. Oh my god. This very much looks like a 1-0 for Team Happy, not gonna lie. But shout out to 40 for that block here. Water Elemental at the top, Footy at the bottom, Archmage in the middle. Phone on the ground.
town is under siege.
Here we go again. Expo is up, but only for so long. And 40 decides to go for Rifleman. Yo, this doesn't work, my friend. Too much piercing damage. Counter surrounds, par excellence by 40, a very good caretaker. Archmage never in real trouble, and yeah, mana is an issue. Mana is an issue.
Town is under siege.
I mean, you can just pray. At this point, you can just pray. 2 games. Fortitude in total control, outmaneuvered. It's level 4 plus level 2 now. It was a cool idea. I celebrate the Dreadlord choice. It could have been so good against the Mountain King. But then 40 decides, nah, it's not that time of day. We rather rifle tower push the undeads now. Oh no, he opened it up again. We didn't get a single sleep surround this game, guys. If you play Dreadlord, if you play the Sandman, you gotta get these surrounds. No questions asked. That's how it's done, man. Brutal, savage, wrecked. Wrecked. Poor PCG. That thing went sideways. Big time. Yo, he needs a hug. He needs a hug after this game. Fortitude, too strong. Way too strong. Feels like our friends already set up the next game. My god, there's no rest. at all. That is the 1-0 for Team Happy. That was to be expected, though. Like everybody knows or knew going into this. While we had a nice little upset by PCG against Lin on one map, PCG is the weakest player of Team LawLiet. Fortitude is an incredibly strong player, especially in this matchup. So everything went as planned. So now it's time for the captain to show his skills. Thank you, Tozy31, for the sub. Less than 3. Less than 3 right back. Happy Monday. And we jump onto Flow TV pretty much right away, as we get a Night Elf mirror on Terraner's stand. Happy didn't seat himself on Terraner's stand, huh? What a shame. So, Elegant. Good to see him. Made it through the qualifier. Also a grinder when it comes to ladder games. But he's facing LawLiet, who 2-0'd Colorful yesterday. So much for best bear player in the world. Maybe the title, the crown, is on the sweet head of LawLiet now. Elegant upper left-hand side, representing Team Happy. LawLiet on the bottom right-hand side. Team captain, of course. Neo, do you hold No Nut November? Just ask your sister, bro. We have Demon Hunters. What a surprise. No cheese at all. Elegant. I always like to watch him play. Is usually a very aggressive style. Oftentimes with ranged units.
A player's forces are under attack.
Where in Spain is L Agent from? I appreciate that. So while we saw 2 bear mirrors yesterday, it doesn't mean we have to see bear mirror now. Do we have any... Nope, no kills just yet. So everything according to plan here. No denies. We get slippers. Scroll the beast invo potion. Nice little level 2 here.
Players' forces are under attack.
But Elegant with everything just a little faster. And we keep our eyes peeled for the bottom right and bottom left. If there's no Huntress Hall, then we get the exciting side of Night Elf Mirror with mass range, which is what I'm hoping for. And I guess also, which is what Elegant should be doing.
A player's forces are under attack.
Dude, I'm making the same mistake as Remo and constantly check the base. We don't have to see the base. Ah, get it out of the system, Neo. Puro Rush, good morning. Thank you for the bits, mate. Tech at 50%. This is the time for Hunter's Horns. We also got 5 range units. This very much looks like both want to rely on mercs and range and talents. Mana burn kill, maybe? Nope. So far, Elegant is playing a fine game. There's an Invo Potion though. I hope he checked the inventory. Forcing a town portal is LawLiet. Big Invo Potion committed. Can't be used in the fight. But map presence on the other side. There is an expansion coming. And Elegant, he's refreshing himself quicker. And LawLiet is giving us the Hunter's Hall. Boo-hoo. Elegant playing how we're used to seeing Elegant play. With range. And that's good. That is very good. It's your games. Hello, hello. Hope you're having a fine day. One of the people working tirelessly in the back to make Rara Land a success. If something goes wrong in the broadcast, he's responsible. Just throwing it out there. Work, work indeed. So we get talents. Cyclone on the way. Naga second by LawLiet. Devotion Aura pretty fine. No tier 3 tech by LawLiet yet. Who of course will be part of Rara Land once again. I think his flight goes up in like 6 days. Going to London first, a little bit of sightseeing. Last year he went to Paris. This time it's London. That's his kind of preparation for one of the biggest tournaments of the year. Naga second tier 2. Counter expansion up, and is he just playing straight up Dryads against this? Dude, this Demon Hunter is such a beast. Double glove slippers ring. Yo, this looking good. But it's looking good on both sides. No damage done as his army is getting caught. Nice game sense by LawLiet, catching him off guard. Naga down, as well as the mercenaries. It's a slaughter. Naga wasn't even here for LawLiet yet. Is it critical damage? I'm not too sure. Tier 3 has started. This is definitely a smooth mid-game. And yeah, just knowing the creep route inside out instead of going into creep craft. Nope, we're gonna punish this. We're gonna steal it. Expo almost up at the same time. But Elegant with the tier 3 tech soon. Cyclone upgrade still needs a long time. What's he dropping on? Just the Entangled? No defenses. Oh boy. This is looking quite one-sided so far, I gotta say. Can someone back me up with stats? Is LawLiet currently the best Night of Mirror player in the world? It certainly looks like it. Oh, crow form against the Zeppelin. Well, ain't that sweet? Well, not much longer, I gotta say. Yeah, it just feels like the team captain is in full control of this game. Fairy Fire, always a nice help in these matches. Ooh. There's no items anymore that can't prevent any kills. It's brutal. At least he's mining now. That attack didn't necessarily work, but we had a whooping 10 supply lead. We got tier 3 Dryads.
A player's forces are under attack.
So that enables an orb. Super wells. And elegant, I wonder... Shouldn't you be going archers as well? But then you'd have to rebuild the Ancient of War. Is that really worth it? Tough situation. I feel like in such a scenario where your talents get hard countered, should you just switch to mass ferries? And then once there's a tech switch on LawLiet's side to bears, which does take a while, go back to talents. There can be a cool dynamic in Knight of Mirror between all the damage types and armor types available on tier 2 and 3. Do fairies counter mass dryads? In the right number, they do. But not here. That didn't go as planned. LawLiet just pure domination. He is certainly in Rara shape at the moment. A win yesterday, a win likely today. People usually switch to fairies? Not sure if I sign that statement. But yeah, I mean, Elegant tried his first showing here. Not too impressive, to be honest. Not too impressive yet. But LawLiet just hard countered him throughout the entire game, basically. Imagine contradicting Toxie on stream. I'm fairly certain I do that all the time. I don't even know why he's still talking to me. Well, he did cancel his Patreon, so I guess there's that. I mean, you have 2 wins. You'd want fairies rather than hippos. Well, that's obvious. But usually talents are played with archers. But archers still like meld against Demon Hunter Naga. So I think fairies is just the better way to play it. Can't be attacked without an orb. Can't be attacked by fork lightning. And it's one of these things where this happens in FFA all the time. And I think the FFA response is the better one. All right, is this just gonna be a straight up 1-1? In series, that is. Oh, I forgot to update the score. Now it's set. Okay, Captain LawLiet versus Underdog Elegant, round 2. Here we go. And unfortunately for us, the colors have swapped. So LawLiet in the yellow now. And Elegant on the right hand side. Yeah, I guess we're all aware that this is more or less the warm-up, isn't it? 40 was the clear favorite versus PCG, did his job. LawLiet is the big favorite versus Elegant, so far doing his job. But then, it's the immovable force against the unstoppable object That's exactly how that goes, by the way. No different. In Sock vs. Happy. That will be the decider in the one-on-ones. How do they draw? Who's up against whom? You seed. So the starting maps are predetermined from the admin side. And then you seed your player in secret. And then, woo, big reveal. We stick with the demon. How did LawLiet went from not so good to awesome in a month? He played a lot of League of Legends. That's it. Well, I guess hard work, man. Hard work.
A player's forces are under attack.
Last Refuge it is. Stale early game. This map I feel can be very good for mass range again. It is pretty clear that Elegant wants to play on maps with the mercenary camp. That supports his strategy quite a bit. LawLiet is just talented, can quickly get in shape. He was in a slump, no doubt. During summer-ish? Like late summer, early fall. There was at times some horrible performances, but never gave up. Constantly improving, playing a lot. Finding a new spin on things. And now his performance is great again. Or you could say he was just hiding strats for Rara. Who knows? Mana burn. Doesn't get it. Nice little block by Elegant. Thing is, he's kind of trapped and again losing his town portal early for a lousy Scroll of the Beast.
Player's forces are under attack.
Do you hear the background noise, by the way? It's really loud for me. I'm sorry. Move to a rural area, they said. It'll be calm and quiet, they said. Even before the neighbors are constantly doing stuff in their garden. Sorry if that is annoying to you. Rune Brace is certainly an annoying drop. And Elegant trying to get in with the creep jack, but LawLiet saw it from a mile away. Getting good focus out though. Is facing mercenaries. Both heroes are losing quite a bit of HP. Is he really willing to go into that trade? Whew. But Elegant, there's no sustain on this Demon Hunter anymore. He went with the Immolation build, so in straight up fights, he's just gonna be weaker due to lack of evasion. And we're going wins again. LawLiet on the other side. Naga is out. He doesn't have a Hunter Soul either, so is it mass range on both sides? It certainly looks like it, but all gas, no brakes for LawLiet, is it? He was struggling quite a bit in these mass range games. Think back to the War 3 Champions finals where Simi made a final run. And that was oftentimes due to the lack of evasion. Because he was so sure that that Immolation is the way to get an advantage early on. But then in the big fights it's just too squishy. That's not the case anymore. Double circlet, level 3, all unlocked.
A player's forces are under attack.
Talent's coming. First really calm phase of the game. Elegant a bit ahead in tech. Elegant certainly ahead in production buildings. But LawLiet also filthy rich. Lots of archers still here. 5 of them plus a merc. Like 6 units in the back line is kind of what you want. Who does it better? Who does it faster? Who does it stronger? Devotion Aura is really nice on Elegant, as the talents will reduce your armor. That's a fact. But Devotion Aura helps with that. Natural counter, basically. Expansion upper left-hand side, expansion bottom right-hand side. They leave each other alone.
Forces are under attack.
And a Dark Ranger third. I like that. Lots of fragile units. You nuke them. And you raise an army of skeletons. Good luck holding this. The tree isn't up. Elegant waiting on the upper right hand side, but yeah, he sees there is no chance in hell that this works. Master training at 50% for both of them. Elegant losing a lot of time now. Being outmaneuvered a bit again. And yo, Brilliance Aura Mana Regen in a Talon build? Gimme. On the other side, we get a Captain America's helmet, which is fine. But usually the Demon Hunter should be spinning due to Cyclone, and it's not the biggest issue there. Shop coming up, I like it. If you have a spare wisp, why not?
A town is under siege.
And he gets the cancel. Nice timing. And the game is more or less even. We do have the ferry transition, or not transition, but addition, at least for now.
A player's forces are under attack.
You will spam a lot of Fairy Fire, you will spam a lot of Cyclones, so having an anti-caster unit is a good idea. LawLiet follows up. These skeletons, man, they're crazy. 4, 3, 2, this will be a lot of skeletons if there's no Wisp in the fight. Oh, cheeky. Expansion upper left-hand side. Scouted pretty much immediately, though. What's the countermeasure? I have to cross the entire map. A way better Elegant game than Terranas was. In pretty much all regards. He's caught up in levels, he got a solid army, he got the upgrades. Cancelled an expo. This shouldn't be enough, but a Book of the Dead could be deadly here.
A player's forces are under attack.
And it's once again LawLiet dictating the pace.
A town is under siege.
Easy cancel there. Wait, is that enough? No.
A player's
Orb advantage with Elegant. But from a sheer execution standpoint, LawLiet is playing cat and mouse with them. Double expansion now is at like 2/3. High ground advantage, hero advantage. Crow form against the fairies. Oh, that's sweet. I was about to say, how are you supposed to reach them? Well, that's how you do it. But now they're kind of lost within the enemy backline. Could be focus fire, but the archers are busy with the heroes. Book of the Dead. Oh, this is so much utility there. Naga to the side has a TP, is being saved though. And all eyes on the Naga. Is there anything to save her? Just protected by talents. Oh, dies with the town portal. Whoopsie. That didn't work too well. But yeah, supply-wise, you see it. Elegant, the big winner of this fight. Naga could be back from the tavern. Does so. This expansion. If that would be the only expansion, that'd be okay. But it is not.
Players' forces are under attack.
Ooh, Mana Flare is such a sick ability, guys. Yeah, and from here on out, it's incredibly hard to come back if you're Elegant. Even if the fights go 50-50, you're always down a base. You don't necessarily have the best army to push bases and buildings. And the regen by LawLiet is just phenomenal. We do get the fairies, but I think in this regard, against the crow form talents, that's not the right one. I thought against dryads, that makes sense. Against talents, they're just one-shotting. They're glass cannons, but how do you reach them? I guess you don't. I guess you don't. Anti-Magic is doing a fine job. Demon Hunter is not forcing a town portal. This is a weird state of the game where everything counters everything. Really? Fairies counter talents, but talents crow form counters fairies. I guess ideally you'd like to have archers, but they die to heroes. Dryads kinda counter talents, but then they would fall to fairies. It's rough. What to do? Bird on bird violence. Birdman, underrated movie. Didn't it get an Oscar? And was celebrated like mad.
Forces are under attack.
I think so. Alright, talents crow form in Night Elf Mirror, guys. That I live to see the day. They are easy to kill, but now the fairies are all out. Except on the LawLiet side, where they still throw their thunder. And Elegant, I appreciate the effort. Oh, it's not all LawLiet, lol. But now they are. One Fork Lightning would seal the deal. And it does. GG! So far, this crew battle goes as expected. Fortitude wins the match versus PCG. LawLiet wins the match versus Elegant. It's tied 1-1 after 2 of the 3 solos. And now it's time for Emperor versus B-Boy. And we love that. Happy versus Sock. That's the match we've all looked forward to when we saw the lineup. And that's the match that comes up next. Those fights look like nothing I've ever seen in Night of Mirror. I think... Let me think for a second. Just putting this out there. Was the Crow damage attack type change the best balance change they did in the Reforged era? I'm thinking what comes close. I don't think anything comes close. Nah, can't think of anything. Maybe I'm forgetting. It's very likely that I've forgot something. It's the smallest change. I don't think it's the smallest change when you change the damage type of a unit. Cryptlord comes... Cryptlord bigger change? Yeah, bigger but better? It's up there. It's a good one. Sorry. I'd love to refill my coffee, boys, but we have a game. We have a game of these two titans. Name des Spiels. Thank you for the sub. 46 month. Love. This is the best player in the world stepping into the ring. This is Happy for Team Happy. And on the other side, we got Sock. You see, historically, it's 26-8 in favor of Happy. But on this patch, Sock got half his wins. That is impressive. The second best human in the world. Just after Fortitude. It feels like in this matchup at the moment, Fortitude can play whatever he wants and it just works. So can Sock do the same. And carry his team to a lead prior to the 2-on-2s. We'll see about that. It's Human vs. Undead, one of the best matchups we have in the game. And 2 of the best gamers that we have in this game also. Let's buckle up for Tidehunters. Happy upper left, Sock bottom right. This is a map and a matchup that we've seen before by PCG versus Fortitude, but I think this game will go a lot better and a lot more close than what we've seen before. Ten to 4 is not half wins, it's less than a third. How is 4 not half of 8? Is that the state of Twitch chat now? That you argue with me? That 8 divided by 2 is 4? I'm losing my mind slowly but steady. I apologize. Alright, I forgive you. God damn, like, what the fuck? We got the matchup that we were all hoping for. It is Lich versus Mountain King, creating super exciting games, especially with these two players alongside 120 and Fortitude, the pinnacle of their respective races. To everybody joining in late, Team Happy got the first series, Team LawLiet got the second series. Oh, that's not a great start for Sock! What's this golem doing? That's not on purpose, is it? Wait, is that on purpose? This took a long time, but it's super safe. I guess he wanted to get the surround here, and then it took a little longer than expected. But in general, the direction of this creep is amazing. So that's Rune Braces right here. And that's an amazing item. Sorry, I got someone at the door. I apologize. Whew. Sorry. Alright, what happened? What did I miss? Mountain King with Rune Braces is amazing. We got ghouls all across the map. And the Mountain King trying to chase. I thought this was more important than it was, but anyway, happens. Lich doesn't really find any targets, right? 1.9. And he's just clobbering this expansion down. Sock, this feels like an amazing early game with the creep at the lab, level 2 right away. One Nova could be level 2 though. Unwilling, gets it in now. Yo, that's a big help. Dark Ritual unlocked. And thank you, Alva, for the 6-month resub. My pre-gym workout is coffee and back to Warcraft. Got the pump going. Well, that's also what this Mountain King is thinking. Claws on top, double claw. Pretty amazing. So, fighting here now. We got 2 more Nova. Mountain King trying to control the Lich. When he's stunned, he can't do damage. Simple as that. He's just chasing with half his army against the Lich. That's a distraction from the peasants, I guess. But how is that not a peasant slaughter? Now you'd love to see Clap, would love to see water elementals, but all you see is ghouls. And they ravage this approach of the second base. Not without losses. Mountain King gets level 3 right here. It is a big investment, of course. Sock barely has the gold.
A player's forces are under attack.
To build that second base. But Happy is kind of far away from 2.5. There's 2 easy spots, of course, to get it. This won't be enough, but the shop will be. And finally, this is cleaned up. Usually, this is the time to tech. But we are far, far, far away from that. Nice little movement. Outmaneuvers the dwarf. Make him spend mana so it won't end up on the Lich. Another ghoul run by, but Sock holds the fort. It's just ignoring it. No, now turns back. Are footies enough? No, Mountain King joins the fray. And Happy should... This is crazy ghoul commitment. 33 food, all ghouls. With no tech just yet. A lot of pressure. And that worked out.
A player's forces are under attack.
holding back the Mountain King, not throwing the bolts for more ghoul kills. They're all hurt. Arcane Tower here, Arcane Tower coming up here slowly. But yeah, Sock still needs a bit of lumber. But since Happy isn't teching either, is that still fine? I guess it is.
Players' forces are under attack.
Long tier 1 phases on both sides. And now we saved a lot of mana for Lich and MK and we brawl again. What's the target? I don't think he has the forces really to go for the expansion. He aims for the Lich again. There's the Telly Staff, but that can always be cancelled. Good little movement speed reduction thanks to Nova. And the ghouls are there for the block. But how much damage can the footies do?
Forces are under attack.
Good retreat. Keeping the Lich safe. Tech is running for Sock as well. Footy's still here, kicking one Acolyte, but the Necropolis is coming up. Still, Happy has to do something about it, otherwise he's losing 5 Acolytes, and that's a bit extreme, maybe. One more hammer. He's trying. There's no way out, is there? Oh boy, can he get in range? Hammer, super long range. And now the footies kill it off. Early game, hero kill for Sock. Happy needs the surround. There's Nerup slow. Footies with the counter surround to minimize the surface area. You don't want to lose that town portal here, but I think you have to because Happy's body blocks are insane. Still, huge win. Take the Lich off the map for 2 minutes and reduce the economy. That was great. Lich buyback. But Sock needs healing ASAP. Checking if he's creeping already. He didn't. Maybe a wasted opportunity here. The regen is running now. And the tech is more or less even. That was some sick bolt range though. But it is fair. Because the same happens to Nova range and Coil range. My dude, Sock playing incredible. Castle Tech cute. Happy again, going for his gargoyle play. This can work out tremendously. In the right hands, Gargs are a very good unit. Sock has been playing a lot of FFA recently, and maybe I can announce it here that Sock will be part of the next Back to Warcraft FFA night that is happening next Monday, not today. Next Monday, Sock in the Back to Warcraft FFA night. And will he play tanks then? Against Gargs, I mean. Because that's kind of common in FFA. Very, very few guard towers here to help on the defense, but triple workshop, gyro production at its best. Tanks always a possibility. Lich almost begging for a hammer there. Level 4.6 is crazy. How this Mountain King out-leveled the Lich is incredible.
Forces are under attack.
Pally second, Gyro's coming, Griffin Aviary added for more damage there. If you get air superiority, Griffins wreck everything. But it's a bit. still only one guard tower. Happy is slower with his tier 3 than Sock is. But another attack. Gyros are in. And we've seen amazing kiting with gyros against guards by Fortitude earlier. Can Sock do the same? Is there a bash? Oh no! The Lich! Can't stab! Can he reach another coil with the Mountain King? He's still chasing! But the Wand of Mana stealing to the rescue. What a wonderful, wonderful item in that situation. That was too close for my comfort. Happy surviving, but gyros are chasing. More Gargs are suffering. That could have been game right there. If not for the Wand. And we get it! Boys! It's happening! A one-on-one player is playing tanks with barrage against gargoyles. Long have we waited. Anti-air tanks activated.
A player's forces
Okay,
are
I'm
under
really
attack.
curious how this is going now. We've been begging for this ability for months now. Ah, this feels so good. Okay, barrage. You don't see it too often, so maybe I explain this ability to you. It's the anti-air ability of tanks. That was good. It hits a lot of units, but it does very little damage. But it does constant damage to a lot of units. So the longer the fight goes, the better this ability becomes.
A player's forces are under attack.
Gyro kiting getting better. And that of course takes away the one-dimensionality of tanks, as they have a use after they destroy buildings. He cancelled it? He cancelled it! Why?
A player's forces are under attack.
Why? I don't understand. Okay, if he wants more gyros right now and then adds it later, I'm fine. But it was 7 seconds off, wasn't it? Why cancel at that time? Okay, gyros in again. Carrion Swarm only level 1. Who wins this fight? It is absolutely crucial. No kiting here. Straight up fighting with Gargs versus gyros. They came from. They're all dying. That's not good for Sock at all. What is this fight? It's a disaster. He lost everything. What was that? No kiting, straight up fighting. That's not what you do against Gargs. On lower numbers. A lot of gyros just came from behind. And now Carrion Swarm is of course on the level where you want it to be. Man happy. Despite the Lich early loss. I think we can just blame Sock for not finishing Barrage. There's not a single tank, I'm not serious here, okay? But that cursed him. Okay, interesting now. Sock needs a hero kill or something. And he's definitely capable of that. Level 3 Stormbolt, Holy Light about to be level 2. And we soon have Banish as well. Don't underestimate late game human nuke. It's pronounced Barrage. Don't tell me how to pronounce things. It's a free country. I pronounce that upgrade the way I want it to. Thank you for clarifying this. Griffin goes down. That's so big. Carrion Swarm mostly dodged. Alright. Is it enough to get the instant reinforcements? Happy not willing to fight. It was an unnecessary risk, but look at this. What the hell? Dreadlord didn't get the memo. No ticket for the TP. Nighty night. The best death animation in all of Warcraft. We saw it right there. Oops. Well, that just happened. Gyros have no bombs. That would be the perfect time to send them in against this Expo. Gyro bombs finished, but now they're out of position. Happy 3 bases very soon. Double heal scroll, wonderful to have. Hold on to the scroll of the beast. Flute actually not that great.
A player's forces are under attack.
Happy no TP. That is a cancel. Okay. We still have a game. Dude, if Sock wins this, after losing 20 food in the first big fight, it would be astonishing. Happy's item luck also not what it once was. Solo, yeah, give me that level 3. You should probably send the Blood Mage away. Oh no. Why creep with Blood Mage? That's so unnecessary. Well, I guess 1 kill will seal the deal anyway. Sock making sure that this base stays unoccupied while working on his own 3rd base. Very resource demanding, this playstyle on both sides. Is Dreadlord a thing now? In this matchup, carry 3rd hero. Also against Night Elf, carry 3rd hero. Yo, this is mass murder. Oh! Barrage is coming now. Here come the gyros. Happy has a TP. Is he willing to take this fight? Siphon Stormbolt. Oh boy. Oh, with the Carrion Swarm, there's gonna be an uneven fight, I can tell you that much. Gyros are falling like flies again. Blood Mage has nothing. And now there was a sick sleep on the Paladin. Couldn't dispel it. Mountain King on the menu. Go back to where you came from. Happy slaughter Sock. A second butchered fight. Oh my god. And we didn't see Barrage again. But I gotta say, there was more possible here for Sock. Killed the Lich in the early game. Tech timing's the same. Had a solid setup for this. And then the fight at the red spot bottom left-hand side happens. And just annihilation. We praised the stutter stepping and kiting by Fortitude earlier versus Gargs. Was nothing to be seen, really. Tough. Sock's gyro micro is not as good as 40. That is, I think, 100% correct. Thank you very much. Grills91 with a tier 2 sub. My dude, thank you. 57 month, appreciate that. And again, happy secret to playing Gargs is armor upgrades. Armor upgrades, armor upgrades, armor upgrades. All day, every day. Would Tank's Barrage be better? Hard to say because we never see it in action. I wonder, like, is there a max on barrage units? Yeah, right? Like, how many targets it hits? There must be a siege engine. Chat, are you faster than me looking this up? 11. 11, okay. So, it's so hard to calculate this. So it's 100 at max. When the tank is fully upgraded, let's just assume it's fully upgraded, then it's 20 average damage. Oops. It's 220 damage per shot per tank. But of course, that is slower than a gyro doing damage. But more reliable because the tanks don't die as fast. How much is a full round of flag cannon attacks? Make barrage upgrade available at tier 2. Yeah, that's I don't like this direction, man. Lots of stuff is available early. Soon we'll have nothing left for tier 3. And no, absolutely not. Barrage and tanks in general have to stay behind tier 3. You don't need to micro the tanks? Correct. I think you don't need to micro the tanks. I think the key is a more balanced army and the Griffins are not doing anything. I wonder this too. Do you really, really, really need the Griffins? Because it's a big investment, right? It's the aviary. It's the Griffin build time. It's ideally Stormhammers. And for what? Against ghouls. But you should be able to deal with ghouls anyway at that stage of the game, no?
A player's forces are under attack.
Griffin's tank for the gyros. But they just survive like one volley, I guess? And is that entire tech tree worth it then? I'm not too sure. We have the same setup, by the way. We got a Mountain King, we got a Lich, and we got expansions working. A very slow approach this time by Sock. He went orange into green into Expo. That makes it so the Lich will definitely be in position. Sock and 40 keep building the Griffins, so they must know something we don't. Well, they also played Archmage for 3 years when clearly Mountain King is the way. Just because pros do something all the time doesn't mean that it's right. Oh, I thought that sentence would get more criticism. Whoa, 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 whoa. How much damage can Happy do? Last game? Oh no, that's a steal, isn't it? Yep! And that was an easy one. Another steal. Yo, this is sick. Needs a bash now to kill the Lich again. Can we get one? No! Lich is safe with that. And yeah, that's painful early game. Ideally, you kill all the ghouls here, but very little mana. There's no mana regen early on. Gotta be a bit more conservative with the hammers. It is still quite a few kills. It is still level 3, and that's maybe the silver lining here. But brutal early game by Happy. Thing is, if the opponent stops making guards, then your gyros are useless. With gyro bombs, I don't think so. In an expansion heavy matchup, you always find a way, and at least they can attack statues well. Can he brute force this? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Fewer and fewer peasants. And still... Oh! Hold on! No, that's the last peasant. Oh no! As close and as exciting as game 1 was. This might be a very one-sided affair here. But I've seen humans come back from worse situations. Dude, no way! For example, with the hero kill, he gets the bash when he needs it! There we go, boys. There we go. We got ourselves a game. We got ourselves the game, boys!
A player's forces are under attack.
But this is still incredibly slow. You need a hunt. And Happy decides not to go for the tavern, but rather save the resources and tech. Lots and lots of gold for Happy. Preparing run bys. Mountain King's ready. And all of a sudden, she was on the other foot. No defense for a minute. Just the 2 Narubs. Heavily fortified already. Mountain King awaiting the arrival of the ghouls, hammer in hand. And there's no second necropolis up yet. Plus Happy is teching. Lich eventually had to be bought back. I don't hate Sock's position anymore. Happy is still ahead, clearly. But there's certainly also a chance. Shop is coming up for clarity. And the bash chance increases. Alright, let's see where this goes. At the moment, we only have 2 crypts up.
A player's forces
1
are under
acolyte
attack.
missing here for a second. Sock is catching up slowly but steady. 8 minute 30 tech is not perfect by any means. What's the right move
Players'
now?
forces are under attack.
Happy's still running around without a TP. I wonder if he eventually will fix it. He is losing a lot of heroes recently in many matchups. People are exploiting the fact that he's always greedy and sells the scroll, doesn't like to read. Ooh. Yeah, needs a counterplay here. And he's going for one. Surround. Wait, does it stick? Kind of. There's another Stormbolt. Lich now with an Invo potion to stay in this fight. Can always go for a town portal if he wants to. Can't be nuked. Nicely salvaging this stressful situation. And the vanilla surround on the Mountain King. Needs a staff now. Oh, stays in the fight. Says hello to a Nova. Hoping for some bash. Hero Arena. Mountain King. TP. Has to get it out. I think he was hoping for a bash there. With that additional damage, Lich might just be dead. But that way, he's not. And Lich gets the Null Overseer. Level 4.2 it is. Belt of Giant Strength. You know what? I don't hate it against this human hero combo that we'll be seeing. This time,
Are under attack.
it's still only double Crypt Gorgs. Love this hero arena adventure in the middle. This is not overwhelming. Be happy just yet. Now comes the third crypt. That's what you need. And of course, as always, armor upgrades. Sock is getting ready for the late game, but no castle tech yet. Cues it now. Double workshop paladin. No perfect early game on either side. But that's what good players do. Disrupt the plans of the other. Deny. Ooh, walks in for the deny. Yeah, clarity was almost over, so that's fine. Triple workshop. Are we going tanks immediately or are we going gyros immediately? Gyros flag cannon it is. Mountain King aiming for revenge, but he's rather fragile. Gotta respect that Coil Nova. Last game we had the Rune Bracers. This time we don't. Here's the nuke. And no TP. Oh, Sock, what were you doing? I guess he tried to play it as risky as possible after this early game, trying to get something done. But eventually, Happy, overwhelming. This was not Sock's map at all. And the team captain, in his first appearance in the Doubi Ancient of Wonders Cup, takes a W clean 2-0. Happy doing happy things. Ah, that game on Tidehunters. That could have been Sock. That could have been Sock for sure. Unfortunately, not his day here today. And once again, it's, I guess, kind of clear that Fortitude at the moment is at least one head above Sock. The Gyro Micro especially made it difficult. So, new situation now. We got a 2-1 lead for Team Happy after the one-on-ones. But the good thing about the Doubi Ancient of Wonders Cup is not only do we get one-on-one, we also get 2-on-2. And this is what we get into. Happy and 40. They played together in the Zemo Team Cup, I want to say. I'm not sure, but they definitely played together before. And a new team combination from Team LawLiet. The captain himself throws his head in the mix. Yesterday, they tried the combo of Sock and PCG. That didn't work out. And so they switch it up. I like it. First game was unfortunately a join bug. So we have to rehost and we're catching up to real time. Hard to predict the 2-2. We get so few 2-2 in the pro scene. Yesterday I came in here into this broadcast saying LawLiet and Sock best 2-2 team in the world. And they got slaughtered by Lin and Colorful. So hard to say. Hard to say what it is. But since there seemed to be a little break, and we get another join bug, I'll refill my coffee as quickly as possible. Be right back, you guys. Thank God we didn't miss anything. Did you see the charity by Sparta yesterday? I was casting some 2-2 there where we had a lot of tower pushes. More than 1,200 euros gathered for the good cause. The good cause being the fight against depression. So shout out to Sparta and all the players of yesterday. That was amazing. So what do you think, guys? Will we get another PTR update tomorrow? Usually it's always Tuesday, huh? They were quite quickly with the feedback. Obviously, they don't want to communicate with us directly in like chats and calls. But they are responding to our proposals. Driving the Night Elves mad by listening to Remo Demo and his mana burn nerf. I think it's amazing to see that Happy is challenged by 40 Sock and Lin. Some time ago, it felt like Happy losing a hero is a miracle by itself. Yeah, in general, we got some elo deflation. Deserved. Some elo deflation, right? If we look at the War 3 info stats that we love and cherish, Happy was not too long ago at 2,800. What a fall from grace, guys. What a fall from grace. Wait. He was at 2,800, wasn't he? It's not reflected? Remo, I'm not misremembering this, right? He was at 2,800. Why does that not show? Yeah, he was? Thank you. You know, I start to imagine things sometimes. Good, you back me up. But yeah, the other players, nobody is above 2,600 anymore. So there's quite some wins traded between the top players. Nobody's rising continuously. Happy on ladder though. I think hasn't lost a single map in 10 days or something, which is freaking crazy. All you do is win, win, win no matter what. Elo history doesn't update correctly. Thank you, Ark. Man, I got some fine people backing me up here. I like that. When Elo is recalculated on a Sunday, it recalculates all the past Elo using the current information. That was the algorithm TurboZao originally suggested. You know what? I'm too dumb for that. To tell you if that's good or bad. I don't know. I don't know. People smarter than me can tell you if it's right or wrong. I'm not ashamed to say when I have no clue. And this is definitely a moment where I have no clue at all. But I do have a clue that we got a game. A 2-on-2 game, everybody. And you know me. I love me some 2-on-2. It took some time. It was some join bugs involved or early disconnects involved, but now it's finally here. The terrifying team of Happy and 40. Best undead in the world with best human in the world, side by side. And on the other side, we got LawLiet, best night elf in the world currently, with the Demon Hunter opening alongside PCG. You know, 10 years ago I would have said that this, or even 8 years ago, the night elf undead combo is almost unbeatable. You know, the times of Hainu and Ted winning GCS together. What the hell? Dreadlord Demon Hunter opening in 2-on-2. I've never seen this before. I've seen Dreadlord and Archmage. But I'm very curious. I'm very curious. So Dreadlord, usually on Lost Temple, very, very good in solos. Expansion, creeping, multitasking, is all good for that.
A player's forces are under attack.
But do you... Is that necessary, I want to say. We have an undead mirror on the left-hand side and human night elf on the right-hand side. Easy level 2, of course, as that expansion is perfectly level 2. Level 2 unlocked there. Happy took his time, but he's also expanding. 40 not expanding yet, rather moving into the temple. And the Demon Hunter is so sure that there's a second base coming. But there's nothing. There's a tech.
A player's forces are under attack.
Dreadlord almost surrounded. Happy versus PCG, man. What an outmatch this is. We don't have a staff, right? And we don't have a TP either. Who? 6 save. Happy not getting the surround in for now. And even 40 coming to the rescue. PCG, the sacrificial lamb, gets us surrounded on the DK. Game of chicken. But the Dreadlord falls as he souls his town portal. Is that really necessary to sell your TP in a 2-on-2? At least they get the cancel off. But how do you defend a ghoul footy army when you want to expand? Wild scenes already. Yo Pre, thank you very much for the 4-month resub. Legendary German Counter-Strike caster Pre. VIPs in the room, everybody.
The player's forces are under attack.
Some might remember him from Giga and ESL. Well, that's a cancel there. The only person expanding at the moment is the Night Elf. Who would have thought? This is so weird. I've never seen a game like this. Just mass tier 1. Trying to expand, brawling, losing heroes, town portaling all over the place. And 40, the human, is the first one to finish the tech. This is bizarro world here. Now the heroes finally reunite, but we have a 3-3 versus 2-2 situation. Which is obviously less than ideal when you have level 2 water elementals on your ghouls. Fun time for immolation. Well, you can easily get surrounded and killed there. We've seen it before. And it's only level 1, so it's not crazy damage. Good saves by PCG. And Happy is rebuilding that expo. PCG is trying to rebuild this expo, but nah.
Player's forces are under attack.
So we got 3. No, not again, not again, not again. Demon Hunter has to help. How do you get him out there? The sleep just a bit too late and the Dreadlord falls for the second time. Man, this is seriously not the day for PCG and Dreadlords. Gets another surround up again, but he can fight out. There's no real threat. And guys, I guess this is over. Is it over? I mean, the hero levels alone make this very, very one-sided. Tech only starts now. Happy as Expo and Tech, right?
Player's forces are
Yep.
under attack.
And they get the fountain. You know what they say about getting the fountain, and by they, I mean me. If you get the fountain, you get the game. I think I've casted probably 400 to 500 2-on-2s on this map, and they know it. They know it. And maybe 2 or 3 games this rule didn't apply. Remo is probably laughing now. Oh, Neo seeing pattern again. But that's a clear pattern. It's scientific research made by me, one of the greatest scientists of our generation. And that fountain is the GG fountain. Yo, that was crazy. That was a lot of action on lower tier units. And this Dreadlord, guys, I'm not too sure. The setup wasn't too bad. But then he lost the Dreadlord at that weird situation on the left-hand side. In 2-on-2s, I think you shouldn't sell your TP. 'Cause 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 right? That means that we have match points, everybody. 2 one-on-ones going Team Happy's way. Now also the first 2-on-2 map of the day. That would put them at the 1-0 score, of course, as this is their debut match in this league, but it would put Team LawLiet at 0-2, which is not what you want. Now we're on Twisted. At the bottom, at the south, we got PCG and LawLiet. And upper right, it is Fortitude and Happy. So usually, you'd play Hunts and Fiends all day, every day. But Hunts and Fiends kinda require a base that can be broken. And in this situation, with this matchup, you have to fight into a human base or an undead base. That's rough. At least it's a Fiend build. And it's a DK. Plus a Huntress Hall and Hunts. Yo, this is the norm with a Keeper. I like that. Having catch against this is good. Here we go. No instant expansion this game to be seen. That would, of course, expose yourself to this Hunt Fiend combo. Hunts and Fiends, a very slow build compared to Foots and Ghouls. But when it's online, it's online.
Player's forces are under attack.
They're just pushing into the PCG base. Well, there's no narrow. Spirit Tower only coming in now. Double towers coming up now. Not sure if that's too necessary, but they are... Oh, clutch coil by PCG. That timing there. Keeper's coming in. Another save by PCG. How long can he keep his workers safe? The narrow is certainly a help. Another coil. Happy though, didn't go for the throat of this Acolyte. Rather weird. And now ghouls fall like flies, and eventually he gets this Acolyte. Maybe a second, but the trades should be fine. Happy is losing every single ghoul here, no? That's pretty sick. Not too much experience, of course, as the tower gets the kill. And that, of course, gets denied. So experience stays low. But Happy, what he got left? 19 food. That's nothing.
A player's forces are under attack.
And no expansion. Again, a rifle push here. Pretty good against Hunts, of course, but against Coil Nova Fiend focus, relatively easy to deal with. Okay. I told you before, we've seen quite a few tower pushes in 2-on-2s yesterday evening. And look at that. Would you look at that?
A player's forces are under attack.
Will take PCG some time to get across. Oh, this timing would be so great. PCG and 40 busy at the merchant. LawLiet like 3 steps ahead of PCG. I don't know what he did. But there we go. AP's coming!
A player's forces are under attack.
The Mountain King should not be prevented here. But we got level 3 DK. Good chip damage against the workers. Rifles. I could see him being stuck in the base here, to be honest. But now, thankfully, they open it up. AP rooted. 2 of them about to be up. Rifle falling in a second against that first entangle. AP is soaking up the damage. Happy and 40 in one-on-ones. 40 likes to tower push himself, and Happy defends pretty much every single tower push that ever hit him. So let's see if that helps them here against 2 APs. Fighting position a little wonky. Usually you want to have the hunts up front, but against rifles that's a tad different. Happy immediately responding with the meat wagon. Look at that. This looks very overwhelming. And if this would be any other undead and any other human, I'd say this game is almost done for, but it's Happy and Fortitude. Some kills going their way, but ghouls are incredibly fragile. Rifles being caught. But these 2 APs not doing much, but now it's 4 Ancient Protectors. Hunts don't really get their damage on the ground for now. The army position and the fights in general by Happy and 40 looks good. But PCG is now protected by nature. Not too sure they can break through this. But the wagon is here. Happy saw this as the way out very early on. 40 also had the time to build a workshop going for mortars. They gotta do some damage. LawLiet and PCG. And they want to. Collapsing onto the undead human combo now. DK far forward. You don't really want to go for a town portal here, but okay. Let go of him. The Moonwell or Sharp would be so great. And now he calls the militia. Kitchen sink against this push. The good old Ted and Hainu push. How are there still ghouls, dude? How are there still ghouls? That was the last coil. Very, very little supply, especially on Fortitude. And the entangles in tower ranges. That's fantastic. Hunts of the sacrificial lambs as always, but the amount of fiends is just great. Mountain King, Stormbolt against the DK. But that should be safe. You can't dive that deep. Is there no slaughterhouse, by the way, for PCG? Because there are no statues at all. Is there? No, right? Oh, there they are, but they're Happies. So, yep. A lot of mana. For PCG, no statues, and that hurt him. The economy is getting ravaged here, though. Thanks to the reposition of an AP.
The town is under siege.
If only they had a shop on the back of this. If only. Supply lead still with LawLiet and PCG, but I feel like they fixed this, no?
Players' forces are under attack.
PCG supply blocked at 40. Ouch! And the mortar teams carry this defense now. Cleaned up. Uh-oh. This is the match point map, everybody. And the big push has been defended. Now the slaughterhouse, now the tech. Plan B, but how well will that work? Happy is also not on tier 3. So maybe there is a second chance. But this undead human combo is getting stronger and stronger and stronger. I think you just feed PCG at this point, huh? LawLiet trying to buy time. With the few units he has, getting rid of the Rex is pretty sweet, to be honest. Coil Nova, the easiest way to get rid of this Night Elf army, and that's exactly what he does. Barely any losses. But knock knock, PCG is here. Draining 2 town portals, 600 gold. That's a way to weaken an army.
A player's forces are
Stemming against the defeat. 1 map win more for Happy and Fortitude means they win this match and get the point. $700 gold. You know that town portals are cheaper now. You wanted to be a smartass and you didn't get the number right. That feels bad. Sometimes I wonder how would Warcraft be like if the TP doesn't exist. I feel like more games need a town portal. $650, exactly. You know it. It just reduces the danger of losing a game when you misstep once or mismaneuver once. Oi. 5 and 4 heroes. There is another push. Happy portals in. Exposed to this entire army. Dark Ranger. Sick coil by PCG once again, but for how much longer? All the damage thrown onto the DR, but another save by PCG. And there is actually some damage done by these hunts. Can he dive into the back? PCG versus Happy in an undead mirror supported by Militia is not looking too great. The Fiends have to get some kills here. And they do. Keeper exposed, has a TP, could step away, bashes everywhere. And LawLiet is losing hunts in masses. PCG is gonna be the carry, but that's not a good feeling. No Destros yet. The upgrade isn't done. Might be taken out quickly anyway. They were preparing for this destroyer timing, as he knows that's the last bit. That's the Hail Mary. And I didn't say this yet, but man, 40 and 2-2 is a hell of a commander. I'd say one of the strongest RT players in the world. It doesn't matter who you pair him with.
A player's force
He always thrives. And this is now, like, since there's no expo, This must be game. Like, LawLiet is still tier 1. This can't work. The Hunts are fodder. The Hunts are donations. And finally, after like basically the entire game of pressure from the LawLiet PCG team, Shoes on the other foot, trying to force a TP now, but they're not falling for that. How would this have looked with destroyers? Probably not too different, let's be honest. Ravaging the base here, trading TPs, but LawLiet's base is done for. That's how you break a base, everybody. And that poor statue, not getting the ticket. At least they got income bottom left.
A player's forces are under attack.
Is there one last fight in them, even with a 15 food deficit? Both undeads on tier 3. Hunts, if they jump onto the fiends, there's still some damage to be done. But yeah, Pearl Nova against the Monkey. Can this work? It has to work. Perfectly calculated for now. One more Nova is a kill. One more Nova is a kill. Lines it up on the Archmage though. Double TP. Where's the focus on that? Mountain King gets it last second. They are alive to a degree, but in the middle, we got a mirror of PCG versus Happy once again. What are the odds that PCG can carry this? This is number 1 in the world against number 45 in the world. And this is what that looks like. Instant reinforcements by Fortitude as well. Rifles in, and PCG no chance. Look at the skeletons, dude, it's insane. All the kills they got. And yeah, just 25 Night Elf food, that's not enough, and they're not even healthy. Man, this AP push almost worked. The setup was good, but not good enough when you're playing 40 and Happy in the team. Dude, judging from these two games, I can't wait to see Colorful and Lin versus 40 and Happy. PCG again with some solid saves. But saves oftentimes won't win you games. They might just delay the inevitable. This is as one-sided as it gets. The human army is better than your army, and Happy is better than you. Lich dead, Dark Ranger dead, Team LawLiet dead. 3-1 for Team Happy. That's the win in the crew battle. That is their first point. And they could even claim the lead in the group stage if they win the next 2-2 as well. That would be different pairings then. So you have to seed everyone once, and they decided to go for 40 and Elegant versus LawLiet and Stock. And Team LawLiet there, I think, pretty much the favorite. But yeah, the match is lost. The point will go to Team Happy, and they put themselves in a nice spot, I gotta say. So again, I said this yesterday already, a good performance in the group stage is amazing because the playoffs are Ascension. And Ascension means the first match is Team 4 versus Team 5. the winner faces rank 3, the winner faces rank 2. So if you have a good performance in the group stage, you only have to win one match to win the entire tournament. And if you're in the position that Team LawLiet is in, you have to go through the gauntlet of every single team that performed better than you before. That's tough. That, ladies and gentlemen, is what we call tough. But okay, one more 2 and 2. As it is so much about rankings, a good map score always helps you a lot. And we got a human Night Elf mirror. That's not too bad. There we go. Let's see if it's on already. Nope, not yet. Tomorrow's Team 120 versus Team Moon. That's pretty good. Wait, am I casting tomorrow as well, or is that Remo's turn? I forgot. Ah, Remo's there. Nice. Ladies and gentlemen, I am going to a concert tomorrow. I'm going to see the legendary Fallout Boy for the first time in my life. That's a bucket list concert, and yours truly doesn't have many bucket list concerts left on the bucket list. Ain't that sweet? Dance, dance, everybody. I'm gonna dance tomorrow. Thank you, The Flip, for gifting us up, and thank you, Farm for Fames, for the Prime sub. Give me your Prime, everybody. You know it. You deserve it. Have fun. I do. I do deserve that. What do you think about Rammstein? Just because I'm German, dude, really? I hate them. I hate the people. I hate the music. I don't like the people who listen to their music. Don't break your leg. Pfft, am I a Remo Demo? Come on. Come on. Waiting for the lads to start this. I wonder. Oh, wait. Wait. Maybe it's over. Maybe it's over. It's over now, or one more match. 'Cause it's 3-1. Like, they got the point. Ooh, and there's some weird Chinese rules where a round robin match is not played out in full. Oh, please not. I was looking forward to this. Come on. They're in the lobby. They will play. Nice. What about Tokyo Hotel? I like them. Nice. Okay, they will play. They will play. They will play. Calm down. Is there FFA tonight? No, I got a meeting to attend, so no FFA tonight. But next week, we bring it back, and soccer's playing. How popular is Franzel Lang? I've never heard about that person. What do you think about the updates regarding Mountain King? I made 12 hours of content about the patch and my thoughts on the patch. I would rather not reiterate that, dude. It's all on YouTube. So, lobby is currently bugged as it seems, so some restarting is in order. How does a concert fit into your Aurora preparation? Barely, but I have to do something to keep me sane. And that is usually jump into a mosh pit 4 beers in. Elegant has issues, can't connect to Flo. Thank you, Flo Duke. Just let him connect, Duke. All right, seems like some Q&A time, eh? Haven't done that in a while. Ask me anything, everybody. And Flo Duke, you're responsible, personally responsible, to tell me when the match starts. Do you feel the hype for Rara already? I just feel the stress and anxiety. I had a mosh pit last Wednesday. Who do you see? Who did you see? Favorite hero death sound? Demon Hunter is really good. Pretty good. And Lich as well, those two. How do you get a beard like yours? I don't know, dude, it just appeared like that. Who do you think is the better Night Elf player? Moon, Lin, or Fly? What the fuck? How tall are you? 177 or something? I'm great though. Who gives the best hugs at Rara Land? That's a good question. I don't like my hugs too tight. I don't want to feel squeezed. I want to feel appreciated. I don't want to feel squeezed though. The best hugs. Some are too loose. I don't like that either when you like barely touch. That's a tough question. I'd say I have to go with someone now, huh? Probably New Hero. New Hero knows how to hug. I can tell you that. Darkness, thank you very much for the sub. Are you looking forward to seeing the legendary Soulkeeper? That's gonna be quite something. I've seen Blitzkid Horror Punk. That sounds sick. You kind of sound German. Where are you from? From Germany. What did you eat today? Nothing. Favorite vegan food? Probably boring answer, but spring rolls? I really, really like spring rolls. Regarding the hugs, 2 arms, 1 above, 1 below, 6 seconds. You know it, mate. You know it. You know how to hug. Can you recommend a bar and restaurant in Dortmund? No, I've only... Okay. But I think other people can give better recommendations because I've only been in Dortmund 3 times in my life. Once I was 5 years old. Then I went there when Dortmund played Bayern Munich in the Champions League final. And I don't remember any of it. But there are some community people who are from Dortmund. 84, for example. And he can give some recommendations, I guess. Game up. Who are you most excited to meet? Obviously, LawLiet. And then our some broadcasting staff that's coming from Berlin. Our host with company and Young Hofer. Those three. Very excited about them. So, without further ado, thank you for this little Q&A. We got a game to cast to see if Team LawLiet can catch up finally. Or not finally. Well, it is finally, kinda, because it's the last series of the day. Sock and LawLiet, the winner of the War 3 Champions Season 14 2-2 Finals versus Fortitude and Elegant, who finally is able to reconnect to the server. And it's a human Night Elf mirror. Bottom left hand side, the 2 Koreans. Upper right hand side, the 2 Chinese. And will we see any build diversity? The Flip, thank you for the gifted sub. So what are the builds? I don't know, there's a lot of variety. Keeper, Bottom, Demon Hunter possible. But yeah, they go for the same style. Demon Hunter Archers and Archmage Footies. I guess these games with Human Night Elf, they can go either very short with decisive tier 2 pushes or ultra long with Mountain Giants and stuff. So we'll see what we're gonna get. I guess I'll take this seriously as map score should be pretty important down the road.
A player's forces are under attack. The town is under siege.
Mercenary camp open up. Dark Troll, Shadow Priest. I'm not even sure. Can that thing dispel? Or can that thing heal? Your voice is awesome, thanks. Oh, you should have a talk with our YouTube comments. But I appreciate that, thank you. Oh, was that a last hit? He tried to. Harassing Archmage, huh? To level up the demon. So far, things are working out a little better. For Fortitude and Elegant, I'd say. Thanks to this harass. Yeah, this is a tanky Demon Hunter on level 2. Could just be build diversity. No immolation. A slower start to the game than I expected. Setting up for the tier 2 as everyone is tacking. On this map, fast expansion's a little bit too hard. So we oftentimes see tier 2 or even later expansions. Oh, using all the mercs, even the giant wolf. Doesn't look so giant to me, I gotta say. Thank you, Jenny Elvas, for the 18 months. In Neo, we trust. And that was his grave mistake. Auto ads get blocked for 1 hour if you play 3 minutes of ads on your own. That is wrong. Guys, trust me, we do our best to not have ads in the game. It's not always possible. Sorry about that, but it is what it is. Just lots of skirmishes here. No decisive fights, no decisive pushes. We got a clear hero level advantage, especially on Sock. That was, of course, a strategic choice. Naga, hello! And probably goodbye. Getting uplifted here, surround. There's no staff, is there? Oh, Elegant. Walking into death! Swapping the town portal. And keeping her safe, but there was lots of damage done. Good usage of the Wand of the Wind. Thank you, Ponyloo91 for the sub.
A player's forces are under attack.
And we finally see Paladin second. I like that. I think Pally second, if you play human 2 and 2, is more often than not the best choice. Holy Light, kinda nice. Devotion Aura, insane.
A player's forces are under attack.
And we're gearing up for tier 3. Good to see. Not on LawLiet's side, he's a bit behind in that regard. And we see lots of casters there. Could just stay on tier 2, of course, with Breaker Dryads. And that's the timing for the mid-game expansions that I was talking about. Elegant with Mountain Giants, I really like that. it's so hard to crack, especially if your opponent stays on tier 2. Poison damage is nice and all, but it's 1600 HP.
Players' forces are under attack.
Still not the big clashes we're waiting for. All just poking and prodding. But we're gonna have double tier 3 versus double tier 2. Expansion's gotta work.
Players' forces are under attack.
And Commander 40. His choices seem to be superior again. For now, at least. Oh, red spot. Messed it up. Creeps move too well. Advanced AI. And here we have a fight. A human mirror between 40 and Sock. We've seen that before. But not with Archmage Pally rifles. A rare sight in the human mirror. Actually, there are no rifles, just casters. So Defend Footman still doing a fine job. The Wolf as well. And a Night Elf mirror here, but he sees the Mountain Giant with upgrades. And the Chinese team of Team Happy, that sounds weird, pressing forward. They gotta do something about this second base. And they are. LawLiet's still busy with the red spot. 2 items, can he reach? I think he did, got the blue whelp. Or the blue dragon thingy. Ooh, that was tough. But the town portal to the main base, he's so far away! Uh-oh, Sock is on his own. Paladin behind enemy lines. Swinging the hammer, but just buying time here. On the other side, yep. Elegant saying hello, Pally. There's nothing to save him, right? That Sobi mask was so good for so long. And now it's a kill. What? Oh, is it? With the mana burn, the Sobi mask actually backfiring. And now what do you do to hold against Mountain Giants? What do you have? Not much. Not much at all. Good luck. Cross your heart. This is double tier 3 versus double tier 2 without a significant supply lead. And this is 3200 HP Mountain Giants with Devotion Aura and Holy Light. How are you supposed to break them and get to the damage dealers? The Demon Hunter's trying. Yesterday, the match was extremely close. And Lin was the carry. Today, it all looks a bit more one-sided. Blizzard is nice. But I don't think it's enough. Just one direction for 40 and Elegant. Siege sticks. Super nice to keep this Mountain Giant out of the fight as he's hurt already. Yet laying siege. Ooh, 40. Don't you have to, like, move or something? Apparently not. And this is so many units about to fall. Naga level 3. These MGs, man. Absolute key. What a day for Sock. Nothing's going his way, really. This expo, down and out, chop up for 40, like that call. So they keep up the pressure. No LawLiet expansion on the left or right hand side. There's just no way through. There's no way out. The The Holy Lights might not look too impressive on the MGs, but the sustain is just incredible. Archmage is trying his best. So does LawLiet, who finally gets an opening here on the left-hand side, unprotected, but elegant moving the Mountain Giant in the way, and with that the damage uptime of Dryads is minimal. Expo gets repaired, but of course instead of giving them the economy advantage, they rather lose money with all that repair. Fight is closer than expected and lasting for a lot longer than expected. But now it's 2 MGs clobbering away. Yeah, they rather lose money. They're kiting all the way back into Sock's base for sharp axes. Maybe that's a help, but you'd love to have a heal scroll here now, right? Gotta be satisfied with the regen scroll. And now, again, it's clobbering time. And you can only repair for so long. 110 food against 130. And all the healthy MGs. Really like the fact how they rotated out the MGs to use them as siege damage. And Dryads are just no match. Even though there are a lot of them. And even though the poison damage stacks always in Warcraft 3. It's not enough. And that Expo has finally been broken. Putting these hurt MGs to good use. Yeah, man, Lieutenant 40 is just a force to be reckoned with in 2 and 2. I say it since WGTL. That's almost 4 years now. He just does the right thing almost every single time. It's getting a little tricky here with 5 Mountain Giants in orange and red. But it's still 8, like even if they're in the yellow, it's still 800 HP against Dryads. Seems like the tier 3 approach was the better one over the expansion approach. What a kite, by the way. From the human natural to the human main base into the night elf main base. I'd love to see mortars now, just a nail in the coffin. And 40 thinks the same. Going workshop here. Yeah, if mortars are protected by priests, paladin, and of course the Mountain Giant Stonewall. Yeah, this is a rumbling, everybody. Good effort now, of course. Still trying to stay in the game. But yeah. Dryads are hunted, and that's the win. Elegant and Fortitude. For now on map 1, superior to what Sock and LawLiet did. And the War 3 champions, 2 and 2 champs of the past season, are going 0-3. Ouch. Ouch. Forty and Ellie. Match points. Aiming for the 4 and 1. Aiming for the lead in the group stage. The entire group stage. MG equals GG. It's true. Even Einstein said it. Yeah, that tier 3 on this map is just insane. In general, double tier 3, the fact that they bought time for double tier 3 was great. And that might be the last map coming up. This competition will continue for the next 2 weeks. Every day, one match. Tomorrow, Team 120 versus Team Moon. But we're not done here yet, of course. We go on to Twisted, a way smaller map than before. As I said, could be the last one. As Sock is currently lagging. Hopefully that fixes itself. Ooh, lagging at the beginning seconds of a match is of course slowing you down for the time after. Ah. And regame. Man. Elegant, some connectivity issues. Sock, historically, some connectivity issues. It is what it is, boys. But Crumbs, thank you. Gifting a sub to Team Butts. Hell of a team, bro. 2058 gifted subs. There we freaking go. B2W buddy in the chat, everybody. But yeah, a quick rehost, you know. We got the second try up already. Doop, doop, doop. Off we go. This seemed to be working fine. So let's decide this or force a game 3. What the? Oh. Clicked the wrong button. There we go. Forty is 3-0 today in 2-2. He's that damn good. And they're starting on the left-hand side, the leading team of 40 and Elegant.
A player's forces are under attack.
On the right-hand side, we got LawLiet and Sock. We have no... Well, the mirror matches are cross, so... We got a human Night Elf encounter here, and a human Night Elf encounter here. Will they switch the strats now? Is there fast expansions possible? In between the two bases, maybe. Cheeky farm. Wait, there was an Ancient War cancel? Oh boy. LawLiet losing the Ancient War. Oh no. That's not good. That's not good. That's why this pest is hurt. Yeah, Team LawLiet and Sock, they had an amazing creep route here yesterday where they expanded and crept the lab at the same time. I guess someone saw that match and created a strategy against it. This is seriously not the day of Team LawLiet. Nothing going right for PCG. Not too much going right for Sock. And no immolation. Okay, man, imagine immolation here now. Whoo, so many targets. Item is the Ring of the Archmagi, fitting as always. And a more casual approach by Elegant. But yeah, already, before the heroes were even out, big win for 40 and Ellie. Just by slowing everything down with the Ancient War Cancel. That costs Slumber. That delays the tech. Gnarly. But some revenge here. With the Moonwell Cancel, with some pressure onto the base. I think plan is to never let 40 and Elegant unfold, but damage is already there on the DH. Economy harass not as crucial in 2-on-2 as it is in 1-on-1, as you can of course pass resources to your ally. And 40. He got the boots. He saw this coming. Creeps woken up! And a town portal force, just with 2 clicks. Pretty much in awe. This game is going way too well for 40 and Ellie again. 1 Moonwell delayed, alright, maybe a Wisp or 2. But that's about it. Demon Hunter, no level. Archmage, no level. They try to expand, but that is relatively easy to read. LawLiet has a staff. Unwilling to use it for now, as there is a bit of a fight going on in the middle.
A player's forces are under attack. Player's forces are under attack.
Rifle push inbound. And I'm not too sure if LawLiet and Sock are ready for this after investing 400 gold into this expo. Nobody's really switching up strats, right? I mean, Elegant kinda is, as he's not teching yet. Could still be coming. But okay, creep check opportunity for the Koreans onto the Naga, instant TP, the right response, and that was a strong nuke. Demon Hunter falling soon as well, or we're about to fall, and that buys the necessary time for this expo. They're still alive, they're still fighting, and they still got a chance for this to work out. And this time, it is very likely that they're not facing Mountain Giants. So they know the clock is ticking. Because the timing windows are rather sharp. But then what? They want more consumables, an opportunity to go for mercs. Fortitude not supply blocked anymore. Very even numbers on both sides. Elegant with the better Demon Hunter. Fortitude with the better Archmage. Items in general all on the Korean side though. Ah no, sorry. There's Sobi Mask. I didn't see the Sobi Mask. Sobi Mask insane.
A player's forces are under attack.
Alright, we're charging up. Sock with Ivory Towers. Interesting choice to me. But alright. Maybe it is a good distraction that makes the expo work. He knows that 40 and Elegant are preparing an attack here, clearly, onto LawLiet's base. And he just turns it around. Yumiko leapfrog tower style. And now it's a game of chicken. Who's more confident in his push abilities? Elegant immediately evacuating 2 wisps. And off to the main we go. Only piercing damage though, not that great. What a base race this is, look at him. Who's faster? Oh, the Tree of Ages looks mighty weak, but okay. Mortal Force? I don't know if that's even coming through! Just last second, but they can't save it anymore! Was that the right call? They're collapsing onto the Chinese team, who must have portals, right? Oh no, they don't. But we're back to 2 base, and the rifles are so strong against anything but footmen. Trying to reposition now as there's no clear front line. Demon Hunter by LawLiet hurt. Needs some healing. But how? The Paladin is out of mana already. That was really odd. Demon Hunter about to die. LawLiet and Sock's army down the dumpster. This is my base now. I live here. What a weird push. Because, you know, they just expanded. Why go for this tower supported push here? I don't really get it. Still 2 base income on either side. But 40 is so rich. He could easily afford an expansion. Two exit kills. And the next attack is rolling. Rifle push. Number 2. This time they respond faster. They got a shredder here. Oh, that was just a staff to buy time. Yep. Elegant has a TP. Fortitude has a TP. The Koreans don't. There's some easy kills there. And this bought some time for Elegant to move into the Sock base. Fork Lightning, Dryads coming in. We got an intruder. These arcane towers do nothing, by the way. But okay, we are rebuilding. Fighting spirit is strong. But there's a tech on the way. There's probably an expo on the way.
player's forces are under attack.
Forty truly a hero and MVP in team leagues and team games. That's what I've been saying, dude. It's not over yet. I wonder how LawLiet and Sock want to play this tier 2 versus tier 3 with Knights, Mortars, etc.
A town is under siege. A player's forces are under attack.
40 and Elegant were 2-2 partners in the past. I don't remember this, but it doesn't matter who you pair with 40. He could probably play with me and own. He's so good. Mass repair. Is there something possible? Oh, you need help. You need help. It's a combined attack. They want to clobber down this expo. The hero focus doesn't work at all. Backfires now. All that piercing damage against dryads and priests. It's an annihilation. And the reinforcements are of course trickling in. The army movement and positioning by 40 is overwhelming. Demon Hunter by Elegant almost solos the bottom left. Yeah. Sorry, there's no way. LawLiet and Sock with 2 losses in a row. When I praised them high as one of the best teams in the world, and maybe they are, but no match for yesterday Lynn and Colorful, and today 40 and Elegant. The noose is tightening. Zeppelin approach. Nice. Nice try. But from this position, there is no way out. Level 4 Archmage. Demon Hunter finally falls. And that is 4-1 for Team Happy. GG. Well done. Well done. Suck, unfortunately, underperforming a bit here against Happy. When he had better chances, to be honest. And the 2-2s, man. The 2-2s were entirely in Team Happy's favor. And that is the lead in the group stage for Team Happy with the 4-1. Team Lin right behind him. The sorting isn't done yet, but you get the idea. Team Happy first, Team Lin second, both with the win. And unfortunate, our friends of Team LawLiet, 0-2 with -3. Ooh, that's rough. That's 2 out of, how many is it? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 days done. 20%, that is. And tomorrow, Team 1-0 versus Team Moon. Once again, at noon. We get Team 1-0 with 1-0, Focus and Remind versus Team Moon, who plays Moon, Kaho, and Soin. Remo is going to be there, casting this for you, as I am very, very busy, once again, learning all the Fallout Boys lyrics that I will be yelling into people's ears tomorrow evening. If you're at the, what's it called now? O2 Arena in Hamburg tomorrow with Fallout Boy, hit me up. You'll probably see me in the pit somewhere. And until then, tonight, no FFA, unfortunately. No FFA, unfortunately, tonight. We have a meeting to attend that we can't postpone. But the FFA will return next week, and that is with Sock playing FFA next week on Monday. And now, back to the Rara Orger. Thank you, Metzka, for the 50-month resub. Go, go, Neo. Thank you. That puts us at 1,798 subs. Neo's gonna be the guy setting up a mosh pit. I rather follow. But yeah. Feels like in the entire scene, tensions are a bit high. Currently, a lot of people are overworked, overstressed. So be nice to the people in charge. Be nice to the people around you. Support the scene rather than bitch and moan. It is important. Some nice words can go a long, long, long way. So yeah, hopefully we can turn this ship around, as Mr. Remo Demo said. Tomorrow, Remo Cast, hoping for another PTR update, of course, as well. And until then, I'm gonna rate you over to our dear friend Leon, who's playing some games for you guys. Take care. Thank you for the support. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for cheering. And bye-bye.